Hi, Joydip.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. So, Joydip, first of all, thank you very much for giving your valuable time for this particular discussion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Joydip, like before we go for the discussion, like I would like to know that as you're pursuing right now in I am Sambalpur, like what were the other colleges that you had the offer letter?
Yes. So, along with IIM Sambalpur, I had the offer letters of IIT Roorkee and IIM Sindhu.
Okay,
One IIM and one IIT. Yeah.
okay, okay. So, like what made you feel to go for I am Sambalpur?
Yes. I searched in the internet and about the colleges, and also one of the reasons that influenced my decision was it was closer to my hometown, and like I'm the only son in the family. So, in case of any emergencies or something, it would be easier for me to come. So that was also one of the reasons what I chose IIMC. And there were a lot of other reasons about the colleges, the faculties, the strength areas. And I had a few seniors of my college studying there, so that also influenced my decision.
Okay,
Multiple factors actually. Yeah.
okay. Okay. Like though you're pursuing right now in I am Sambalpur, but still I would like to know, like, did you ever felt that you will be a part of any IIMs, you will be getting an entry into any IIMs for your management program?
Well, I'll take it this way. Though I never felt, but that is what I am when I started my CAT preparation, because that has been my driving force to stay motivated, to prepare, to get up after every bad mocks. So even though I have never failed, but to get the feeling is what that drive drove me.
Okay, this means that you were very much cleared with your goal.
Yes, yes, that was the mind.
Okay, so as you're pursuing right now in I am Sambalpur, you must be definitely role model of many person. So we would definitely love to know more about you, like from where you are, your family background, your academic details, like anything that you would share that will be very much helpful for us.
Yeah, obviously. So I'll start with my family background. Like I said, I'm a only son in the family. My parents are there, and my I've been born and brought up in Kolkata. So my school, my college, everything has been Kolkata. So I did my schooling from Julia Inter School, 10, 12, and post to that I did my graduation in mechanical engineering from West Bengal University of Technology. After that, I worked in the field of sales for 4 years, and then I joined the MBA program at IIMS.
Can you share a little bit more about your academic details?
Yes. So I mean, you want to know what my percentage was?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Percentage. Yeah. So my 10th was 80%. My 12th was 78%. My graduation was 60%. So it's interesting because there's weightage of 10, 12, and graduations when the selection for IIMs. But yes, there are ways in which you can compensate with your not so good past academics, with your work X and your performance in the interview and the CAT selection. So the ones who are thinking that just because their past academics is not that stellar, that will minimize their chances. Yeah, it makes things slightly difficult, but it's not impossible.
Okay. Like I've often heard with most of the students, they generally say that CAT exam is one of the toughest examination in this management program. So like we would also learn to know like what was your experience regarding this CAT journey and how did you prepare? What other things you did to get a good percentile and clear of the tier one category of colleges?
Right. So one of the difficult thing that happens for a working person is to keep the continuity going, because on one hand you have to perform at your work. There you have to meet expectations, deadlines, workloads, traveling, everything happens. and it's invariably you tend to feel tired. And on the other point, and it happens that to keep the continuity, the momentum going, that is the main challenge. So in that part, I think one should be setting a routine that whatever happens, no matter how bad day you get a what or what a good day you get a what, make sure you spend at least 2 hours a day for preparation. That will take it help in a long run. And in my preparation, I had the help of Pavitra sir. He has helped me. He has guided me. So that has played a critical role in my preparation. Coming to the techniques, what I can say is mocks. One should start giving mocks. That's what worked for me is not after completing the entire what is called the syllabus for the cat, but at, at least after you just get a overview of the topics, because sitting for the exam, getting that habit of keeping yourself active for that duration of time helps during the final day.
Generally, the CAT sections are also very important for all the colleges. So, can you just suggest us like how a student should focus in all the three sections to clear the cutoffs and get a good college?
Right. So the reason why I'm saying that one should be starting the mock at a very early stage is it will give you an idea of what are your strength areas and what are your weakness areas. So in my case, my strength area was verbal ability, and I knew I need to work on the TIL part and the quants part. So once I was sorted on this area, I knew that I would spend a less amount of time on verbal and more amount of time on TI and L. So that should be the strategy of making sure that you are not scoring too low on a certain section, and always making sure that your strongest section is pulling you through. So identifying your strength, identifying your weakness, accepting that and working on that is very crucial if you to get a good result.
Now, coming for the interview part of different colleges, like we would love to know your experience of your college, that is IIM Sambalpur. Can you just give us the summarized experience of your interview at IIM Sambalpur and how long the interview continued for?
Yes. So I got interview calls. It was not an interview exclusively for IM Super, like known to all. It was a common application process where a group of around 5 to 6 new MBB IMs they get a chance to interview. So they call it a cap interview process. So once you appear to the process, your interview marks is available to all the 5 or 6 IMs that are part of the process. So the same way happened to me. Okay, I mean, forget to mention my CAT percentile was 96.87. So that
Okay,
played a part in getting me an interview call, because
okay,
there is certain, like known to all the participant, I mean, aspirants that certain points allotted for their past academics, certain for their WOCX, and certain for their CAP number. And we different IMs has a different eligibility criteria. So on the basis of that, they give the interview calls. And so in this way, I received the CAP interview call. My interview location was no hotel in Kolkata. So simple thing that happens is you get to write a topic. They call it a WAP, yeah, writing application, yeah, or WAT something, on which you have to write. They'll give you a topic and you have to write an essay on it. So that was the first process. We got to around 20 minutes. We had to write an essay on a topic that was given, and post to that you're called for the interview. So that is, I mean, you you're bound to feel nervous that day. That will happen. So in the interview process, in my case, it was morely focused on my WOCX, and as I was already working in marketing and sales, which is aligned with many of the post MBA, occupations, marketing and sales. So the professors were asking questions related to my field, majorly about what is marketing and what is reverse auction, nitty-gritties of the process. There were a few questions about the general knowledge, and that was it. It was not a very stress interview sort of thing. It was quite easy, but yeah, they tested my knowledge of the work experience.
Great, great. Like last question from my side, like would you like to share any tips or guidance to the students who would be looking forward for tier 1 category of colleges, like what sort of plans and strategy they should make for clearing for these colleges?
Yeah. So to get in the tier one colleges, the lot of factors is the preparation has to be good. You know, like start more very early, see where you're lacking, work on it, give everything. You know, it will take everything from you because you have to be that much. It will take everything from you. So if you see your verbal is not good, read newspaper, read what power normal ways. If you see your DILR is not good, work on as many assets as possible. If you see a quantity is not good, identify the areas, do exercises on it. So there is no more your work, I mean, weak areas. And staying motivated is a thing because what happens is invariably it happened with me with any aspirants. I believe that the initial mocks or many after can happen that before your exam, just maybe 15 days before your exam, you give a mock and that's the worst mock you get. You get a very bad marks and that can, just broke down your confidence at all. So that should be taken into consideration and keeping a calm mind and a motivated mind. And more importantly, during the exam, make sure your brain, your mind is at its perfect state. I mean, make sure you did not last night, you don't have a fight with your girlfriend, did not have a fight with your boss. Make sure there's nothing such as going, just to give your best during the examination. I think that will be a major part because CAT is not an exam where you have to remember a lot of things. It will test you how you work on in pressure and those things. If your brain is disturbed at a certain level, it will greatly affect your performance. And I have seen that way. So that will play a major part.
The
And
person
during the
should be
interview,
mentally also fit.
yes, mentally, try to stay at your best. It's difficult, there's many things you cannot control, but that is the where once you give mocks, you get that habit, but still the exam day remains an exam day. That's a one shot. All the hard work that you have done for the past year will get tested in that exam time. So that is crucial. There will be pressure, and you all have to do is stay calm and you have to do your best. And the next hurdle will be in the interview process. The the I mean, just have to remember this. Just be honest. The interview panel, the professors who are sitting, they know it much more than you. If you are even uttering a word, if you're lying a sentence or letter, if they understand that you're bluffing in front of them, you're risking it. So just be honest. Whatever you have done, if it is a year, I mean, you have take a break from a work for preparing. Say that. Don't just bluff around. If you have done something, say that. If your work experience, whatever your work was, say that. Don't just think that if I say my work was a bit sophisticated, I had a bit of managerial experience. Maybe when you have not, so don't no need to say that. It doesn't matter. If you say that, they'll understand it. Just be sure about that.
No, no, I really liked about it that you gave a very honest answers, nothing any
Yeah.
bookish. Whatever you have faced in your life, you have given that feedback. So I hope all this suggestion and feedbacks will be really helpful for all the coming students. And
Yes.
I would like to really say thank you to you for this particular explanations and discussion. And I wish all the
Thank
best
you.
for your future.
Thank you. And I wish all the best for all the aspirants that will, get a chance to see it. I wish I could help them in some way.
Thanks a lot. Take care, dear.
Thank you. Thank you.